This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Kickoff is moments away, so let's get you out to our commentators. And standing by for the call are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in LA? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. The former #1 overall pick leads them out there. Jared Goff in his third season now as the quarterback of the Rams.
It always comes down to the talent of a player first, but never underestimate what good coaching can do for you as well. How about Jared Goff, 0-7 as a rookie, to 11-4 in an NFC West title in his second season? The arrival of Sean McVay and his staff, they really jumped up his game. 28 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions in 2017.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. Janikowski good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Cooper on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On the counter, Gurley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. And quickly now, here's a look at the Rams offense.
I'm eager to take a look at wide receiver Brandon Cooks because I love a guy who can go deep and catch the football. And what he did in 2017 with the Patriots and Tom Brady, 16 catches, over 20 yards each, averaged nearly 17 yards per catch for the season.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. We take a closer look at Russell Wilson, the Pro Bowl quarterback in his 7th season out of Wisconsin.
So knowing the style of offense that Seattle favored or has favored during Russell Wilson's time there, raise your hand if you thought you'd see him lead the league in touchdown passes.
My hand's down right now.
That's what I thought. He only had 21 in 2016, so we didn't see that part coming. The Seahawks missed the playoffs for the first time in Russell Wilson's tenure last season, but expect that to change going forward.
Yeah, 34 touchdown passes last year on the heels of the 21 you mentioned the season before. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Wilson throwing on first down. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. It's caught right side. Dixon. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A gain of 39 that time. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, Wilson, flush to his right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Samson Ebukam in there to drop him. And back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because When he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They had it first and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Now a handoff for Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And a gain there of 11 yards. Now a give running left for Gurley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may be.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Nazir Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense. But a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Nice footwork at the 25. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin, 55 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Janikowski on for the extra point. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Throwing on third, Goff. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up 4th. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Wilson on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The defense here for the Rams.
I'm focused here on Aqib Talib. Into his 30s now, but still playing at an extremely high level. It has a reputation as a ball magnet. And a lot of people think that means the ball just comes right to him. No, he goes and gets it. Both in interceptions, forces fumbles, and oftentimes turns it into 6 points for his own team.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
He may try and run for this. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long, and somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Michael Brockers able to get him for a loss of about 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second because when they review this play, Oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
Now Wilson. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
180.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 91 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So from back deep, deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Janikowski good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And the Rams getting set to go now. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now it's Gurley, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And time for us to spotlight Doug Baldwin. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their future guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Wilson now already over 200 yards in this first quarter, and he's got another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Janikowski now for the point after. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Goff now to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your team.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. It's the Seahawks on top here early. We're back to Southern California right after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass. but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Janikowski on for the extra point. Janikowski good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, here's Goff. The right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Goff now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with John Kelly, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Gets around him. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go to work. Come on.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's 2nd down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball and goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Goff now looking to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Goff now looks to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe get him into space and throw it to him.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The former first-rounder Barkevious Mingo. And that'll bring up 4th down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
On first down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, a 22. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Wilson, flushed out right. A beautiful fake. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Janikowski now for the point after. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
There's Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Goff. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Goff toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. 3rd down here. The Rams on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the 1st down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the 1st down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the 1st down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
No, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down. It's Carson, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Flush to his right. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Mark Barron coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. They go play action with Wilson. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 20! And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. Play action. It's Wilson. The loop, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Janikowski on for the extra point. Janikowski good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Michael Brockers in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Wilson now Throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And look at this, it's a fake, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Seahawks have picked it up. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a 1st down. When you want 3, get a little bit closer, make it an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Doug Baldwin and company getting ready to go again on offense. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Abukum in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 2nd down, Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. with Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abukum getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right, and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now Wilson to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get because, remember, got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just a go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you can do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Janikowski now for the point after. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it all culminates with a Seattle score. Team for the Rams able to secure the football. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here's Goff. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Nazir Jones in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Man, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield, and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely. Just that 1 pick with the 3 touchdowns so far. 23 yards on the play. Now Wilson on first down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. On second down, here's Wilson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That was good coverage, but it was an even better catch. Great job by both of them, but only one of them ultimately was the winner coming down with the football.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. On first down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Samson Abukum. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
To throw on second down is Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is.
Doug Baldwin. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Janikowski on for the extra point. Janikowski good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. 1-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Black 20.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Delay of game, offense.
So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass. It's all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now he's going to throw it deep. He's got a man. Complete. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 52 yards. He had to escape the pocket there when the blitz came, but give him credit. Kept his eyes downfield, made it work.
And that's when I think a quarterback is really playing at a high level. When you see a guy have pressure in his face, find a way to escape, and not just immediately look for the sideline or a way to get down, but to keep his eyes downfield and try and find a target. How about the way he finished off that play?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Now Wilson on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Brockers in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. To throw is Wilson. Throwing on third and long. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to get him again, and that's his 6th sack of the ball game, one off the NFL record of 7. To throw is Wilson. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. As Goff gives to Gurley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stops behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On second down, here's Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee from 3 yards out. And it's for pride now, but the Rams do get a bit closer.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Zerline connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part.
There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 32 yards. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No,
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Janikowski now for the point after. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle.
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And that is incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle, and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And his throw here's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Penny, a first down carry. Dodges him at the 50, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 39 that time.
Really good recognition of the offensive line of the blitz. They picked it up, allowed for more time to throw the ball deep downfield, and a big-time completion.
Come on, tempo.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. He's going to get it running right. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Janikowski on for the extra point. Janikowski good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit?
And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's Wilson looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 52 yards. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Janikowski adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2nd and 10, Goff again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Bobby Wagner with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's got room to run past the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Come on, in and out. Come on, tempo. Don't let 89 go.
Wilson on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one, and another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. And Janikowski bangs it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. Cooper on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw is Goff. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Goff. This is caught, it's Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now Goff dumps it off to Gurley, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now a first down throw. Goff. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
Here's Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On 2nd down, Wilson. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.